did you guys meet?
At work.
It worked. She was my client.
Yeah, he was in support.
I was in
technical
support group, and this gang of Russian girls were calling me all the time. Hey, Igor, I need. When they saw the name Igor, hey, he must be Russian.
Yeah, speak Russian. I remember a colleague of mine who was Russian. Marina, you got a message from somebody by name Igor. But you know Russian, some of them don't even to be bothered to speak Russian.
They thought I'm some kind of snotty. Yeah. He doesn't want to speak Russian.
Just only English.
But we name like Igor, you know. You have to be Russian.
Even now when we meet, because we have a big circle of friends, but majority Russians, and if we meet new people, he introduced himself, Igor, everybody start talking to him in Russian.
Yeah. So we met at the manufacturer's Hanover. I was a contractor there already, right?
Yeah.
I was subcontracting, working on
I was a
performance.
contractor also at that time. I was a consultant also.
So there was this new database coming out of IBM that became a big hit because it was simpler to use. And I picked it up immediately. I said, this is something I'm going to have to put on my resume. So I started learning this thing called DB2, database, relational database. IBM was really pushing it. And because it was easier to use, program, when I say use, I mean program. It was easier to program it than the previous mainstay database. Uneducated people in this environment were making very inefficient programs that were very slow, inefficient access, because they were not trained, because easy to use. And ease of use means you develop lazy code. So I said that could be my niche, to learn how to monitor and tune these kind of programs and environments. So that was a smart thing to do, to enter performance environment.
And I was application programmer, and for us it was new to learn DB2. So I had to call him.
So I was hired by Carl. I was hired at Manny to tune up their database environment because it was badly designed and architected. So that's what I was hired for, to tune it all up. And application programmer started calling me right away. Oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, performance this, performance that. And that's how we met. We started meeting after work. That's what IT people do. They meet after work and drink.
Yeah, we had friends.
So it was natural. You were at a bar drinking and you guys know each other.
And that's how it all began.
Do you remember your first date?
Date? It's even hard to say because.
Well, yeah, it was Kevin's birthday party.
Yeah, one.
No, it wasn't a date. That's where we really hooked up.
Yeah, in a bar. It was our mutual friend birthday party.
No, we went to his apartment.
No. It was in a bar, I remember well, because it was him, it was Mary Ellen, you and me.
That was his birthday? In the bar? Not in his apartment?
No, April 1st.
What was the party in his apartment? Oh, Mary Ellen's apartment. What was that?
Oh, that was my birthday.
Oh, okay, somebody's birthday.
Yeah, my
So when it comes to past events, I cannot argue with her.
They arranged a surprise birthday party for me.
That is right.
And one of our common friends, he asked me a video camera, because my then husband, he was doing video, and I had no idea why. He borrowed this video, and they were taping everything, and I'm so, I don't know, absent-minded, naive, gullible. I even didn't notice. So what they did, they taping everything, and they invited a stripper.
Imagine this proper Soviet communist raised girl, all of a sudden a stripper.
I had no idea. That guy comes dressed as a
policeman, right?
I don't remember.
Was he a policeman?
No, I think as a computer programmer or something.
I thought he had a uniform. No?
No, he was not policeman. No, something. And then he started undressing. Too bad I lost the tape. Who knows it?
Maybe you still have it.
No, that was a VHS. I threw out all
So
the
what year
VHS.
was this when you first?
80 what?
87.
87.
Yeah. That was 87.
So 87, that makes you 48?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you were 40? Is that right?
You
Already was 41, wasn't it?
41, I think. But that when we really started dating, I was afraid even to tell him my age. It made me very uneasy to realize that I'm older.
It meant nothing to me.
Yeah.
Six years ago, my wife tells me, Igor, what is one thing I always wanted in my whole life? Ooh, I'm thinking diamond ring. I'm thinking, oh, gee,
I don't have any
what could that possibly be? I drew blank. I couldn't. I want a dog. So this is it. Here's the result.
She is the joy of our lives. We take care
So we
of
bought it. I said, who is going to walk it? I will walk it. Who walks it now? It's me.
No. I walk her in the morning.
In the morning, I walk it twice a day.
That's it.
What's her name?
Katie.
Katie.
How did you come up with Katie?
Her mother.
Her mother was Katie, so we couldn't think of
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Her
or
mother was
whatever.
Kathleen.
So Katie is a good name. We couldn't think of her. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't think of a,
She's such affection.
Spot. No, I wouldn't call it Spot.
No.
So you guys lived in New York for how long? And where?
In New Jersey. In New Jersey, we lived for a while, almost 20 years in in West New York, and then we bought. What year? About 8 years or more. We bought a house, our present house in Florida, but he still was working. I retired.
We were snowbirding. We bought a house in Florida and went there whenever we could.
Even
Weekends.
when we could, because you still were working. But then when he stopped working, he was forcefully retired at age 62. So we realized we cannot maintain two homes. So
We got.
5 years ago, we moved permanently to Florida.
I thought it was 6, but so while we had a house in Florida, why stay here? Florida. I always loved Florida.
No, 5. Why I remember 5? Because when we got her, we had apartment in that rental building, and I made sure that they would allow the dog. So that was.
And it's a good move. You're happy in Florida?
I love Florida.
He loves it. I cannot say that I don't like, but even before my accident, I always was saying the biggest problem in Florida that you have to drive everywhere. That's why I like to be in New York, no matter my bad foot.
She feels independent in New York. She can go out.
I can take public transportation. I can.
In Florida,
walk.
she says, Igor, I need to go here. Igor, I need to go there. And it's, she feels very guilty about that.
Dependent. But now, if everything will be okay, we're planning to come every year for a month, at least 1 month.
And shorter trips throughout the year. Like, she already is planning October trip here.
I'm not that sure.
Well, it doesn't matter, but you're already thinking, planning it.
It's
So
hard for me to travel by myself. Oh, we can do Skype. That's what people do nowadays. Because to stay, you see, if I would come for a few days, I have to stay with my friend who is far. I have to take a cab. My daughter will be working during the day. So when will I see the baby?
a weekend. I don't know. So, but she already is thinking about coming here really month after we leave. So I think this is the way we should do it. Spend 1 month over here and intersperse it with few trips throughout the year.
Maybe, yes, maybe no, but 1 month in New York would be for me very important, very
I think
refreshing.
when you leave after this trip, seeing you interact with your daughter and David, you're become addicted to the baby.
Oh yeah, I didn't see
You'll come
him
back.
today yet.
She wants to come back here 2, 3, 4 times a year for a long weekend, let's say. But she puts this mental block in front of her. My foot, my foot, my foot. It's going to be.
No, now I'm getting
It's
better.
going to be my, you know, my.
I'm getting better. I take
burden.
bus, I take taxi. No, it's not that bad. Okay.
Because if you resolve that issue of not worrying about your foot, you could be coming here every month.
I wouldn't come here every month because you see that is completely different. Now we are renting this apartment and I feel very good here. I told you, bright, sunny, that's what I like. We are completely independent. We have different rooms, we have different bathrooms. But if I stay in a hotel by myself, it's pretty costly. To stay with my friend, I don't like to stay with somebody. It makes me feel, though she is a very nice friend and she is a dear friend of mine, but it's not like to have this. So do you want me to come every couple of months and rent a hotel?
Yeah.
This is $300 a day.
So what?
But now you guys have done a lot of traveling together. Do you plan on doing more traveling in the future?
Oh yeah. I mentioned to you we booked a cruise around South America, starting with Rio. That's why I asked you about Rio, because we would like to go there a couple of days. So if we stayed even, let's say, 4 or 5 days.
No, 4 days in Rio is probably enough.
No, but including that will include.
But there are many neighborhoods in Rio you don't want to go to.
We are not going to. No, they say in Rio, be very careful. Stay in a nice hotel.
So we're going to spend a few days in Rio, and then we hop on a ship and go around the southern part,
goes
Patagonia,
to Buenos Aires, Falkland Island,
the Magellan
Montevideo.
Strait, and up to all the way to Santiago de Chile.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And maybe we were thinking about going to hop over to Peru, no?
No. No, but then in summer, you see, we planned last year. We worked out the itinerary. I made reservation all hotels, car, airfare tickets.
A drive through Europe.
Drive to Europe, including Adriatic Sea, come to his country to see his family. Everything was, we were supposed to leave August 25th, and July 31st that happened. So nothing we can do.
So that trip we want to reprise next year.
Yeah. No, but we plan to travel. When we travel, especially cruises, I see people so much older than I am. I don't say.
Wheelchairs.
A lot, people.
Half of the ship is on wheelchairs.
How many cruises have you been on?
A lot.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, at least 6, I think.
You like it?
I love cruises. I love cruises.
He exercises.
I spend most of the day in the gym. Not only working out, but I do spin cycle, massages. The whole spa is on top of the ship, and I am looking like a captain at the whole sea. Gorgeous. I love that.
No, we like
And then the entertainment, I like
even
I like the whole
sea
concept.
day.
And then every day you are in a different place.
No, even if we are not, even so-called sea day, when you are in the middle of the ocean, it's still a lot of entertainment, a lot to do. We usually get a cabin with a balcony. So.
I like the concept. One day Tokyo, next day Korea already, and then China, and then Singapore, and then Thailand, and then Guam. For example, Guam, the island.
That's amazing.
It's amazing to see
all
Guam.
those places. The first, when we took a big trip, that segment for a world cruise.
I think Guam has 3 electoral votes, doesn't it? I think it does.
Yeah, when was our world cruise segment of the world cruise? Our first trip was Sydney. Have you been to Sydney?
I have been to Sydney.
Isn't it amazing?
My wife's favorite city.
Great ambience,
Beautiful.
Australians are great people. Like to beer, like to party.
It's true.
Right.
Because, no, but if we get old completely, so because now, like we had not like a year before, we had a trip 6 weeks just through entire Europe by car. We visited so many countries and so many places. It's unbelievable. and then it was also 2 years ago.
So who hates New York is Katie. Katie does not like New York.
But she should like, because she is with us. When we go on a cruise or on a trip, we cannot take her. We leave her with the dog sitter. So she
She doesn't like New York.